To say Donkey Kong is scary would be inaccurate. It isn't scary. Despite this, it does give me a feeling of unease, a feeling that something isn't quite right. Like any second, I could drift into a darkness. And I know that's a strange statement about a game that starts like this. But to be fair, the game does become this. The game did something very unique at the time, and that's that they used pre-rendered sprites, meaning that these were rendered in 3D, not 2D, then compressed heavily and put into a 2D realm. The results are a very unique visual style. And sure, other games came around and have done the same thing, but when Donkey Kong did it, it was new, it was fresh, it was the first people had seen of it. Very early 3D animation has always been very weird to me. It's always sort of given me some sort of nightmare feel. And while Donkey Kong Country is a lighthearted game all the way through, there's always a small feeling that something is off. David Wise was the creator of the soundtrack, and he has been in many games before and many games since, but nothing has quite hit me the way he does here. He is a master of his craft. He needed to make some jungle music, so he's got this jungle ambience, he's got drums kicking in. And then the swing section, oh, it's just so good. But along with this, we get some of the catchiest fucking jams that ever exist. But David also nails atmosphere from his soundtrack in the caves. To his soundtrack underwater. The music is haunting, it's mysterious, incredible, and it brings out lots of feeling and emotion. And it's not just the music. The visuals can really convey a darker atmosphere as well. From creepy crocs who can only stop and go based on switches you hit, to riding on rail cars in the dark, to having to use this bird to guide you because the whole level is in darkness. On top of that, these levels go from very jungle themed to metallic themed. They eventually have burning oil and flickering lights in this all metal world, and the rivers can become poisoned, and tell me the swordfishes doesn't look a little blood looking. Even the bosses have a darkness about them, the lighting and how big and monstrous they are, on top of how vast and endless the caves you fight them in look. Well, not all bosses. The final boss is just a goofy king crocodile that weirdly doesn't even have anything to do with this whole nature versus machine world being built up. But other than that, all the other bosses are kind of built that way. You even fight like a can, a barrel. The only other game I can think of that gives me the same feelings Donkey Kong Country gives me is Abe's World Odyssey on the PlayStation 1. But also just look at this game over screen. So yeah, in conclusion, not a scary game, just a game with a really amazing atmosphere that everyone should check out.